Luke 2. And it came to be in those days that a decree went out from Caesar Augustus for all the world to be registered. This took place as a first registration while Quirinius was governing Syria, and all were going to be registered, each one to his own city. And Joseph also went up from Galilee, out of the city of Nazareth to Yehuda, to the city of David, which is called Bethlehem, because he was of the house and lineage of David, to be registered with Miriam, who was engaged to him, being pregnant. And it came to be that while they were there, the days were filled for her to give birth. And she gave birth to her firstborn son, and wrapped him up, and laid him down in a feeding trough, because there was no room for them in a lodging place. And in the same country there were shepherds living out in the field, keeping watch over their flock by night. And look, a messenger of Jehovah stood before them, and the esteem of Jehovah shone around them, and they were greatly afraid. And the messenger said to them, Do not be afraid, for look, I bring you good news of great joy, which shall be to all people. Because there was born to you today in the city of David a Savior, who is Messiah, the Master. And this is a sign to you. You shall find a baby wrapped up, lying in a feeding trough. And suddenly there was with the messenger a crowd of the heavenly host, praising Elohim and saying, Esteem to Elohim in the highest, and on earth peace among men with whom he is pleased. And it came to be, when the messengers had gone away from them into the heaven, that the shepherds said to each other, Indeed, let us go to Bethlehem, and see this matter that has taken place, which the Master has made known to us. And they came in haste, and found Miriam and Joseph and the baby lying in a feeding trough. And having seen, they made known the matter which was spoken to them concerning the child. And all those who heard marveled at what the shepherds said to them. But Miriam kept all these matters, considering them in her heart. And the shepherds returned, boasting and praising Elohim for all they had heard and seen, as it was spoken to them. And when 8 days were completed for him to be circumcised, his name was called Yeshua, the name given by the messenger before he was conceived in the womb. And when the days of her cleansing according to the Torah of Moshe were completed, they brought him to Jerusalem to present him to Jehovah. As it had been written in the Torah of Jehovah, every male who opens the womb shall be called set apart to Jehovah. And to give an offering according to what is said in the Torah of Jehovah, a pair of turtle doves or 2 young pigeons. And see, there was a man in Jerusalem whose name was Shimon, and this man was righteous and dedicated, looking for the comforting of Israel, and the set-apart Spirit was upon him. And it had been revealed to him by the set-apart Spirit that he would not see death before he sees the Messiah of Jehovah. And he came in the Spirit into the set-apart place. And as the parents brought the child Yeshua to do for him according to the usual practice of the Torah, then he took him up into his arms and blessed Elohim and said, Now let your servant go in peace, O Master, according to your word. For my eyes have seen your deliverance, which you have prepared before the face of all the peoples, a light for the unveiling of the Gentiles and the esteem of your people, Israel. And Joseph and his mother were marveling at what was said about him. And Shimon blessed them, and said to Miriam his mother, See, this one is set for a fall and rising of many in Israel, and for a sign spoken against. And a sword shall pierce through your own being also, so as to reveal the thoughts of many hearts. And there was Hannah, a prophetess, a daughter of Penuel, of the tribe of Asher. She was advanced in years, and had lived with the husband 7 years from her maidenhood. And she was a widow of about 84 years, who did not leave the set-apart place, but served Elohim with fastings and prayers night and day. And she, coming in at that moment, gave thanks to Jehovah, and spoke of him to all who were waiting for redemption in Jerusalem. And when they had accomplished all matters according to the Torah of Jehovah, they returned to Galilee, to their city Nazareth. And the child grew and became strong in spirit, being filled with wisdom, and the favor of Elohim was upon him. And his parents went to Jerusalem every year at the festival of the Passover. And when he was 12 years old, they went up to Jerusalem according to the practice of the festival. When they had accomplished the days as they returned, the child Yeshua stayed behind in Jerusalem, and his parents did not know it. But thinking he was in the company, they went a day's journey, and were seeking him among their relatives and friends. And not having found him, they returned to Jerusalem seeking him. And it came to be after 3 days that they found him in the set-apart place, sitting in the midst of the teachers, both listening to them and asking them questions. And all who heard him were astonished at his understanding and answers. And having seen him, they were amazed, and his mother said to him, "Son, why have you done this to us? See, your father and I have been anxiously seeking you." And he said to them, "Why were you seeking me? Did you not know that I had to be in the matters of my father?" But they did not understand the word which he spoke to them. And he went down with them and came to Nazareth, and was subject to them. But his mother kept all these matters in her heart. And Yeshua increased in wisdom and stature, and in favor with Elohim and men.